y'all, welcome to my channel. Welcome back. Yay! Hope you saw my last video. What was it on? Duality, dual identity. So I hope you enjoyed that very much. You already know who I am, and if you don't, my name is Magda Desir, aka the Unapologetic Nonconformist. So before we get into it, definitely go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you get notified every time a video uploads to my channel. All right, let's get into it. So today, what I will be talking about is giving love another shot. Yay! Everyone wants to be in love. Everyone wants to be loved. Almost everyone. I don't know. For those of you that don't want to be, you crazy as hell. Because I know for a fact, I'm sorry, let me get this situated real quick. Because I know for a mother-loving fact, you want to be loved. Everyone does. So there's that. Okay, here we go. Boom, we situated. I know for a fact you want to be loved. See, right there, boom. Remember, you are loved. It's right on my wall. I look at that every day, every time I wake up, I look at that. So, today, I'm talking about giving love another shot. So last night I was watching Madea's Homecoming on Netflix. I think I saw it like 3 or 4 times. Whenever I want like something funny to watch, I'll throw that on, or some other things on Netflix, like comedies, specials or stuff like that. I'll throw it on. So I threw that on. Someone was like, throw this on again and watch it. And again, like I said, I saw it maybe like at least 2 or 3 times already. But last night I paid attention to this particular part where Madea, Tyler, was talking about giving love another shot. Okay, so let me give you a little quick story time, backstory with me. 2015 to 2016, I thought I was in a very loving relationship. I thought, on my end, I fell in love with this person. I was like I really liked him a whole lot. And I fell in love with him, and obviously it wasn't reciprocated. It wasn't the same. In the midst of that relationship, I lost myself. I lost any and everything about me. I put so much into that relationship that I made my life about him. And it happens. It happens to us all. Sometimes it mostly happens to women and to some men, but definitely women. All right. I put my whole self into this relationship, right? And in the end, it didn't work out. Well, clearly, single. It didn't work out. I was hurt, distraught, confused. You know, been together for a year, and he was just like, "Yo, I don't like you." Cause like he literally told me, "I never loved you, only had love for you," and I was like, "Oh." And at that time, I was overweight too, and things like that. So it was a lot. We both weren't the best in the relationship. I wasn't the best communicator. I was toxic. He was toxic. It was bad. It was very bad. We fought all the time. It was just bad. It was just really, really bad. And so, it hurt. It hurt a lot. And after that relationship, I literally was like, "Yo, I'm done. I don't want another relationship." Like, it took me 6 years before I ended up in the recent relationship that just ended. So it took me 6 years to just sit with myself and be with myself to fix whatever it was that I needed to fix when it came to the toxicity, I can't speak today, like, it's just not working. All the toxic femininity that I had within me, there it is. It took a minute, and I learned that it stemmed from my parents being unemotionally available and being emotionally needy, that I ended up attracting men who were emotionally unavailable and emotionally needy. And so, and plus, again, I probably said this before, my mouth was slick. You know, I got a slick ass mouth. Well, I had one. I've tamed it. I've learned to tame it. But I had a slick ass mouth. These glasses are dirty. I'm tired of this. And it took a minute. It took a while to get myself together and know that I had to fix a lot of things within myself. And when that relationship ended, I was like, yeah, no, I'm not doing this again. I don't want another relationship. I don't want to be in love again. I don't want this. I don't want that. But I kept telling myself I didn't want it, but in reality, I really, really wanted it. So within those 6 years, I fixed whatever I could fix. I sat with myself and I sat in my shit to make sure that I fixed these issues that I was having personally and in romantic relationships. And when I was watching the movie, that part stuck out because Tyler was talking about if you shouldn't give up on love. Like, you shouldn't, just because it didn't work out with one person, that doesn't mean that you should stop. That it's over. You shouldn't continue to find love. And then the recent relationship that just ended, I was like, you know, I had this long time, this gap of, you know, being with myself, sitting in my shit, trying to fix things and dating here and there. And then when I was finally ready, then another bullshit happened. It's just like, damn, when I'm finally ready to move forward and find the person that's for me, here comes somebody else that's not, or that puts up this facade that they're ready. And in the transparency video, I already talked about a little bit about this. And I was just like, I was upset because I'm like, I wasn't as upset as I was 6 years ago when that relationship, when I really, really liked this dude and I really was in love with him. I wasn't as upset. I was more so disappointed because I was ready. Like, I was ready. I had the therapy sessions. I did all the crying. I did this, I did that. But in the interim, I realized even though I'm healed from something, I'm still healing. The process of healing is never ending. And I just was at the point where I'm like, yo, I'm ready to do this. Like, let's go, let's get it. Didn't work. And I was disappointed. And then after the disappointment, I'm like, now I gotta go back out here and do this shit again. I was excited, like in the previous videos, if you've seen already, I was excited about talking and dating. I even talked about the pros and cons of dating and here in Atlanta. I talked about my own personal experiences and things like that. But even being by myself, like you really, sometimes you really want that companionship. Like, anything happens to you, you are excited, you know, exciting news. You want to call that special person and be like, yo, this happened. Or, yo, I'm excited about this. Or, you know, you want to send a text and be like, oh, I can't wait to see you, or I miss you. I'm not sending no texts like that to these dust bucket ass Negroes on my phone right now. Like, they haven't shown me something for me to be like, oh, I actually like you. I'm not going to continue to initiate contact, like, especially when it's not reciprocated. I'm not gonna do it. They say, the thing is with these dudes out here, some of them, not all of them, some of them will ask you what you want, and you'll say it, and then they'll try to be that person, and it just, they're horrible. They're horrible at it. So I don't even answer that question anymore. I don't even put on dating profiles, like on these apps, what I'm looking for, because I don't want you to come at me with that, and then I can see that you're not exactly ready for that. And I have a feeling my person is not necessarily in Atlanta. I have a feeling he is not here. So we're just gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna touch base on that later in the video. But yeah, I miss calling, you know, whoever I'm with, exciting news. I miss having these long, uncomfortable conversations with a person that I'm with. Like, I need conversation to mentally stimulate me, to, you know what I mean? Like, I need that sort of connection. I could do it with friends, I could do it with family, but there's so much I can do with friends and family. I want my own person. And when listening to Tyler in the movie last night, and how he was saying, like, you should never give up. Just because it didn't work out with one doesn't mean that you should just stop there and give up. And I used to do that. I used to just be like, shit, it didn't work out. Let me stop and assess this. Let me stop and figure this out. And in the process of me stopping and figuring this out, it takes me a very long, like, in the past, them 6 years, it shouldn't have taken 6 years to do what I had to do, but it took me a while because, one, it was out of fear. Two, it was out of, what if I get hurt again? Three, I had to understand that getting hurt is part of the process. Four, I had to also understand that there are still going to be some people that I will run into that are not, they say that they're ready, but they're actually not ready, and I have to decipher and have the discernment on whether I need to move forward by myself, or see what it is and to notice some of the characteristics from the past and to see that immediately before I, like, give that person a chance. And five, I really had to trust my gut instinct, like, for real. Because I'm not the type of person where I just like, okay, not like lackadaisical, okay, more so like an understanding, being understanding and understanding of people's positions in life and things that's going on. So I would always be like, okay, well, maybe, you know, at least he's trying. It was always the falling for the potential. And I need this man to be fully potential. I can't do potential anymore. I can't agree on potential. Like, it's not my fault that certain men are not at where they want to be in life. That's just, it is what it is. It's not my fault. It is what I can be understanding, but moving forward, I have to understand that I come first, and that I had to learn how to date better as well in the process. Because didn't nobody teach me how to date. Didn't nobody teach me how to date myself. Nobody taught me how to date other people. Nobody had taught me how to date multiple people at a time. Not in the sense of, because a lot of people misconstrue dating and having sex and being sexually intimate with someone. Dating meaning that you have you can talk to different people and get to know them. Either you can date them while talking to them, or date one particular person and talk to other people. That's what I mean. No one taught me how to do that, okay? No one. So trial and error. And that message hit me real hard last night. I was like, yo, he right, or Madea Tyler is right. I do need to give love another chance. And prior to watching the video last night, Monday, right when I was waking up, I got this vision of this man that I was meeting on an airplane. When I tell you that man was fine. That man was fine, okay? So I got this vision that this man was walking down the plane aisle. He was tall, dark, and I was reading a book, but he was tall, dark. I was sitting in my seat reading a book, and I like to sit by the window on the plane. So he was tall, dark, and I was reading this book, and he was like, "Is anybody sitting next?" He says, "Anybody sitting here?" In my mind, I'm like, don't. You know, in my mind, I'm like, we on a plane, bro. Like, what you mean? But I was like, not that I know of, and nobody came yet. So he was like, all right, cool, I'm gonna sit here. I was like, okay. So this is the vision that was happening when I was waking up. And then I saw us, like, instead of us doing a handshake, we did a fist pump, and we were talking the entire flight. Like, the entire flight we were talking. And then as I'm looking at this vision and I'm waking up, I'm like, where the hell am I going? That was the number one question in my mind. I'm like, where am I going? I don't want to know. But we talked and everything like that. But he also had a mask on. It's like one of them, the paper masks, you know, like the black mask or the blue mask that professionals wear in the hospitals. That's how he had that mask on. But he had this very full black beard. And I think on his right hand, because like I said, I sat by the window. So we fist pumped, and I believe his right arm had like a tattoo on it or something like that. And he had a really nice watch too. It was like a black, I know it was a black band, and the face was pretty big. Yes, this is very detailed. It was that vivid. And I know he had like a black shirt on, but the beard was just so full. And I was like, I'm getting excited again. But I was just like, oh, who is this man? And I was looking at him, and I was like, I literally said this in the vision. I was like, I could tell you fine, even with the mask. I could tell buddy was fine, even with the mask on. I was like, you fine with that mask on, you fine. But, you know, this was all happening, but we were still on the plane in this vision. Like, the vision went by like this. But I grabbed all these details, and I was noticing how it all just blended in together very quickly. It felt like a long time in the vision/dream, but it really wasn't. So then when I woke up, I was like, hey, yo, that's my husband. I was like, I just met my husband on a plane. I woke up smiling from ear to ear, y'all. You can see everything. All my teeth, you could see my teeth when I woke up. I was like, hey, yo, that's my husband. I literally woke up and said, that's my husband. I'm about to meet him. Y'all might not, this girl's crazy. No, I'm not crazy. I'm spiritually gifted. However, I met my husband yesterday when I was waking up, okay? So I already know. Like, I was talking to a couple of people off of Hinge. They've disappeared. They've ghosted me, which is fine. This is perfect. The reason why they've ghosted me or left me alone or don't talk to me anymore, simply because they are being removed and replaced with something 10 times better. Are they great guys? I'm sure they are. Personally, I don't know, but I'm sure they are. Would we stay friends? Hell no. What would you stay friends for? If I see him on the street, you know what I'm saying? One dude I went out with, if I see him on the street, hey, how you doing? But the others I haven't really interacted face to face. We've only like exchanged numbers or stayed on the app. But on that app here on this phone, no, we ain't connecting on that level. So, with all that being said, it's okay, to give love multiple shots. It sucks. It sucks having to constantly just be like, oh, I gotta do this over again. Oh, I gotta do this over again. Oh. But if you live in that mindset of like it being annoying and it being tiresome and it being something that is draining, that's what you're gonna get. The energy of that, of whatever you give out, is what you're going to receive. So if you're going to give out energy of, oh, I don't like this person, or I don't like this person, or this person is all this negative, all the energy of what you don't want, that's what you're going to receive. So I believe in what I had to learn, what I really had to learn, is that I had to learn how to be in the receiving mode of love, being open to it, and also open to loving myself more, because in order for me to get what I want in regards to love, I have to make sure that I'm giving that to myself. Yeah, I'm about to meet the person that I'm supposed to be with, but I still have a lot of work to do in the interim. So once we do meet, I'll be more open to love. I'll be so in me, so in love with me, that I will be able to see it in him. I'll immediately notice it, and it'll just flow. And I told myself to be present, more present every day, to just be in the moment. Just focus on the now. Don't worry about the future. Fuck the past, and just focus on the now. And I think that will open my heart chakra, more love for myself, more love from other people who genuinely love me, whether it be romantic or platonic, but more so platonic. And also with me going out and dating myself on a frequent, like getting dressed up and going out with me and only with me, it's become my new favorite thing. Like, y'all, I'm having so much fun getting dressed up and taking myself out on dates, because this is the things that I want. Ooh, my nose dirty. Don't look up in there. But this is the things that I want. Like, I'm like, I want to dress up and go out and have a cute date with myself. And I did. I started to do that. I was like, we gonna start dressing up, girl, and going out on dates with yourself. Because that's what I want. I want myself and my future husband, we both gonna get dressed up and we gonna go out. It ain't gotta be nothing special. There'll be days where we be so super chill, cool, casually, looking hella good. And there'll be days where we to the T, dressed up, going out. So I have to keep doing these things so that when it's time for us to connect, when he tell me, what do you like to do? I like to go to the museum. I like to go to the opera. Sometimes I like to go to nature. I like to go hiking. I like to travel. I'm bougie in food, travel, and resorts, all inclusive. That's where I'm bougie. You that's what we gonna do, sir. We gonna do that's the bouginess that I'm in. I'm into the bouginess, and I like black designer, black luxury labels. Skip all them other labels, the luxury designs. Everybody is just a sheep. I'm bougie in food, excursions, travel, and black designers. That's where I'm bougie. Technology too, bougie in that. But he's gonna know, okay, so she likes nice things when it comes to technology. Yes, I do. I really do. She likes all-inclusive vacations and stuff like that. Yes, I do. She likes to travel often. Yes, I do. Okay? That's what we gonna do. She likes these black designers. Yep, absolutely. And she also likes to smell good. Absolutely. Yes, I do. That's where I'm bougie at. People are bougie in different things. But those are the 6 areas that I'm going to continuously, self-care, skincare, and all that too. He's gonna know. He's going to know. In order for him to know, in order for him to learn about me, I have to make sure that I'm doing this prior to meeting him. I just don't want to be in a relationship where get a man and be like, oh, well, I'm bougie in this and I'm bougie in that. I'm gonna need this stuff to get it together. Get it together with this thing. But I need to practice on making sure I know what I like, so that when he comes and asks me what it is that I like, I could just off rip tell him. So by me practicing these things now, and by me giving myself, not practicing, but implementing these things now into my life, and making sure that I do it often, because then when he comes in, it's an added bonus. You feel me? It's not, I think what people get I think what people misunderstand when folks say, oh, I'm the prize, whether it be man or woman. When someone comes into your life, that's an added bonus. It's not like end all be all. So if you were doing these things prior to knowing this person, it's an added bonus when they do it for you. Because whether they stay in your life or not, you still need to make sure that you're still able to do the shit that you was doing for yourself prior to them entering your life. So that's what I'm pushing forward and pushing towards. Get it? So yeah, said all that to say, definitely I agree with Tyler, taking the shot at love. But this time around, this shot at love, it's going to be towards me first. And then again, like I just told y'all, I already met my man in my vision/dream. I'm going to eventually meet him. So when he sees all this love that I'm giving to myself, he gonna be like, hey girl, can I give you some too? I'm gonna be like, hell yeah, fuck you mean? You could definitely give me some. Well, all right, that's the end of the video. I'm done talking. I gotta go get back to what I was doing. But I didn't say this in the beginning of the video. Find me right here on social. Instagram at Magda Desir _ Facebook, Magda Desir. Subscribe, hit that notification bell, like, comment, share. See y'all in another video.